Happy Friday, guys, and this is Bill with ApprovedByBill.com and Nova Home Loans. And by the way, I just set the record for number of closings for Nova in Colorado last month. So great team. I want to thank you guys again for continuing to support me, and I support you, and hopefully we're all growing together. But this is a very good video update. So Fannie Mae has really loosened the reins on a lot of stuff. And the biggest loosening they did is on departure residences. So if your client owns their home and they want to buy another one, in the past we had to have lots of equity if we wanted to count rent on their current home. We had to have lots of reserves in the bank. So it basically blocked a lot of people from being able to, to take their current primary residence and turn it into a rental. Well, guess what? Fannie Mae just removed that. I don't have to have any equity in the current property. I don't need any reserves. If you guys get a lease with a deposit check, I can use 75% of that to help qualify to offset the payment on their current residence, and it can become positive or negative rent. You know how Colorado is on rent. It could be actually an income-making property, and they can go buy their next property. And that's on just Fannie Mae. So that was an awesome guideline. In fact, I had a meeting with a group yesterday, and they're like, "Wow, this seems too aggressive. Are we heading to another meltdown?" No, Fannie Mae said that they put that control in place because of the meltdown. Prior to that, they weren't really having issues with departure residences. So they basically said it was time to remove this restriction on the guidelines, which is like 8 years old. So of course, all of us naturally are like, wow, they're getting really loose, when reality, we didn't used to have that equity restrictions in the guidelines. So they stripped that out. Another big thing they did was on condos. There's something called limited review, which basically means we just look at, does somebody own more than 10% of the complex, and is there pending litigation? Basically, on a limited review on a condo, if it's owner-occupied, if we answer no litigation and nobody owns more than 10% of the units in general, it's done. You can do the deal. And it used to be you had to have put 20% down to do a limited review. Well, now at 10% down, that's all the questions I'm going to ask on the condo on Fannie Mae. So they expanded that up to only needing 10% down. That's huge, because in the past, 10% down, I'd have to get in all the condo budgets and all that kind of stuff, and it could cause issues. So great news for us. If you need anything, give me a call. My number, of course, is 720-279-5936. You can email me at approvedbybill@gmail.com. Have a great weekend.